Okay, welcome to the Steve and Alan Show, episode number 2.
Here we are.
Back again after the wonderful filming of our first episode. We decided to do this a second time.
Right, because the other one was last year.
That's right.
We're updating.
And it's, what year is it? 2026. Yes. So it's January, and we figured it's time to do another show.
And considering we have made no memories yet, we're going to go back into the past again.
Which is something we often do.
Yes.
Because
we had a lot of fun.
We actually had a lot of fun growing up. You grew up in Lake Elsinore, right?
Glendale.
Oh, Glendale.
Lake Elsinore. Ventura. Ojai.
You moved around quite a bit.
Then Lake Elsinore for, 20 years in Lake Elsinore.
They couldn't find you there.
Man, I'm old.
Were they looking for you? Is that why you jumped around?
I think they're still looking for me.
Ah, okay. Well, at least they haven't found you.
Not yet.
So,
but I'm slowing down.
Oh, no, I don't want to hear that.
That's why we're here on video now.
As opposed to a live show?
Going out and telling our stories individually to people everywhere.
In person.
Yeah.
With large audiences, no less. That would be cool.
Now, we could do that.
Actually, we could.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. Yeah, because everything that happened over the years provided a basis for storytelling.
What great fodder.
Oh, yeah. I know. And
I was a fodder and he was a fodder.
Yeah. I was a fodder 3 times. Still am. But yeah, those are, I got 3 wonderful boys and I'm very proud of them, each of them. And 1 grandson, actually, who I'm also very proud of. But we're not here to talk about other people. We're here to talk about us. So here we
Even though they're a part of us.
They are. And occasionally we'll mention them because they're part of our lives. So, we can't exclude them. Right?
But we can give them something to look at on these videos because they're going to be quite surprised.
Yeah, I mean, for our posterity, they're going to find out some things about us that they didn't even know.
My kids have no idea.
Yeah. My kids don't know everything, but they know most everything, I'd say.
And my ex-wife is probably going to look at these in horror. If they become popular, she's just going to go, ah!
Well, are you talking about Nina?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's really an old lady now. She's 5 years older than me.
Oh, wow.
Because when we got married, I was 14. But she was 19.
Well, that's child abuse.
I know. That's what her dad said. No, that's what my mother said.
Yeah, I mean, she could have been arrested. I mean, really?
Yeah, she could have.
Yeah.
And my mother would have liked to have had her arrested.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, none of that happened, and
no, I got arrested instead. I would have rather had all of them arrested.
What did you get arrested for?
I was a minor in the wrong place.
Ah.
Her dad was quite wealthy. He owned Cooper Motors. And
really?
Cooper Motors was the distributor throughout the United States for Maaco, the Cooper, which he was Frank H. Cooper, and AJS and Matchless. He made Matchless King of the Desert. And so I went to work for him in the parts department.
You married rich.
Yeah, I did.
Wow, that was really cool.
No, that was a mistake.
And then you screwed it up.
I screwed it up. It sounds good. And for any of you out there that would like to marry rich, it's
not what you think.
Yeah, it works out a little different. It may be interesting to start with.
Let me ask you, does the party who's rich think that they're the controlling party? Or is it really mutual?
Between the man and the wife or her dad?
Oh, her dad was involved, huh?
How could he not be involved?
Yeah. Well, when I got married the first time, I was also very young. I was only 20, and my dad was pushing me to get married. Really?
He didn't want you to be an old maid.
I guess not. On the other hand, I think they wanted me out of the house.
So
I'd already been out of the
I
house
got
since I was
arrested
17.
because I went to work for my father-in-law, and I started out, he didn't have a parts book, and I ended up compiling a parts book and pricing it out and doing the whole thing. I was really good in math.
Ah,
And so they thought I was much older than I was. And
even him.
yeah, even him.
Oh.
And all of a sudden,
Well, you were saying you looked like you were 22
Yeah.
when you were only 14.
yeah, no, I looked much older.
Ah, what a hard life.
And now I'm 73 and I look like I'm only 50, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Such a deal. So one day a detective walks into the establishment, and of course, being the kind of youth I was, I recognized the police immediately and was on my way out the back door. Didn't make it.
You didn't make it. They caught up to you.
And then my father-in-law liked to drop his load when they told him I was 14 years old. I was going under the name of Jude John Summers.
Did they annul the marriage?
Well. It's complicated because first I got married by a guru in Golden Gate Park.
I
and
remember.
They weren't actually passing out marriage certificates.
Yeah, I wasn't actually there,
You know,
but I
you-
remember the story.
You would have had to. I don't know. I don't think hippies believed in paperwork. You know, we were more like, it was happening.
Yeah.
So my father-in-law didn't like what was happening, and he didn't like the lack of a marriage license, and he just didn't like the whole deal.
Yeah, so what did he do? He
He-
fired you.
He had the no. This was just before he hired me.
Oh.
We found he brought some of the family together, and he had us married properly.
Oh, wow.
That's when I took on the name
Well, how old are you at that time?
15.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, 15?
15.
How could you get married legally? Oh, your mom had to sign some papers or something.
She didn't know where I was.
Oh.
No, we're getting there. The I got married at that particular time. My wife to be and I were all over the dang place,
Ah,
and we were staying in a place in Los Angeles.
big city.
I can't think of the name of it, but it had a big the San Souci Temple, and it had a big glass dome on top and circular banisters and stairways, and it was amazing. And each room had a kitchen in between the other rooms, so there were two rooms connected by a kitchen, and that's the way the circular configuration of the building was.
Usually 2 rooms are connected by a bathroom.
Right. Yeah. Unless you wanted to go in the sink.
So,
But we stayed a couple nights with some friends of ours that were there, and they had a room, and we told them, like, we don't really have a place to go, and they said, hey, stay with us.
oh, how nice.
So we did.
Well, that was very nice of them.
Yeah, we moved
Especially
in.
like newlyweds. You never know
no,
what they're going to do.
no, we weren't married yet.
Oh, wow.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm getting to the married part.
Ah,
And how I did that at 15.
okay. That's a good point.
Well, my buddy, I can't even remember how we met them, but his name was Jude John Summers. So he loaned me his birth certificate and paperwork, and we went to her dad and showed him that Jude John Summers was ready to get married. Boy, that worked out great.
How long did you keep that name?
Long enough for her mother to come back from Mexico City with silver cufflinks that said JJS.
Oh, wow.
She was not overly thrilled. She did not quite understand right away. It took a few to get this wrapped around her head.
How did you spell your first name?
Jude.
Jude.
Judy.
Judy.
Jude.
Jude.
So anyway, the particular place where we were had police coming in all the time. It was overseen by the Galloping Gooses at the time. And up in the top, a guy named Roland.
I don't even know what a Galloping Goose is.
Motorcycle Club,
Okay.
and which my father-in-law was an original member. And so was another friend of mine, Rex Tuggle.
That's not like the Hells Angels or something.
No,
Okay.
no, little bit milder.
Yeah.
And one of the main characters that ran this establishment and pretty much was the main drug dealer of the building.
Ah.
And he dealt peace pills and hash and all kinds of different stuff. And his name was, you might remember him, was Charlie Manson.
Oh, I had a lot of runnings with him.
And and Charlie ran the place, and he lived up in the top floor, and he had all these young girls that would come in and were always hanging out. And
Yeah, he actually lived for a long time in the Santa Susana Pass, and that's where I used to go right past his place on my Honda 305 in 1966.
Oh my God.
1965.
Oh my God.
And
That's the timeline.
yeah,
That's
he used to ride his. He had a motorcycle, and he used to come with several guys, and he'd go up into the private area where I was living with my parents at the time. We were on a 7-acre ranch.
He actually
Chatsworth.
seemed like a normal person at one time.
At one time, yeah, no, not very long.
We never figured that he would turn out to be what he was, but we were too young to even conceive that he would become a mass murderer.
Oh yeah.
But the Sans Souci Temple and the borrowed identification, we got married,
Okay.
and I was
it was-
supposedly.
It was still a farce, though.
I
mean, it's still fraudulent
I
because
think-
he used the wrong name.
I'm getting there. I think that it said I was 22, so that was consistent with what I had said.
Okay, that was legal.
And then, yeah, I didn't lie. And so we got married. I as Jude John Summers and her as Christine Ann Cooper. And, well, that didn't work out so well.
I bet.
And that marriage had to be annulled. I was at my father's place in Glendale.
That wasn't with Nina, was it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Nina.
It was Nina.
And I was at my dad's apartment. We were decorating for Christmas, and the local Glendale Police Department came and knocked on the door and said, "Is Stephen Michael Ola here?" And
He
or
said,
did they ask for
who's
Jude,
that?
Jude John Summers?
Oh, wow.
They might have asked for Jude John Summers.
Well, you were there.
And yeah, I was there. So they arrested me, took me out of the apartment, bang. What they didn't know is I was like into my latter years of 15. I was getting close to 16.
Okay.
And so they arrested me, took me to jail, booked me
Into the adult jail or juvenile hall?
adult jail
Oh, wow. How long were you there?
until they found out who I was,
And
how
how
old
long?
I was,
And
and
how-
then they freaked out.
Then they transferred you to juvenile jail.
No, they
What?
took me home
Oh.
immediately. The arrest was unlawful.
Wait,
They
what,
could not go in and take me from my father.
what home were you taken to, though? Because you were...
I was taken to the Glendale Police Department,
No. When they took you home, you said they...
to my father's.
Oh,
My father had legal custody at the time.
okay.
So,
But you were out on the street, essentially, before
Yeah.
you hooked
Oh,
up
yeah.
with Nina.
I was out on the street.
Okay.
I was a wild
So,
one.
so how long was it that you were in custody at the central jail?
A couple hours.
Oh, that's it. That's all. Not bad. Not bad.
They panicked.
Did you have any bad experiences while you were in jail?
Oh, no. It
Oh, you
was
were
actually
lucky.
kind of fun.
You were lucky.
One
of the lucky ones.
Well, once they realized what and who I was, a minor, I was handled with kid gloves.
And the marriage was annulled.
Yeah, then the marriage was annulled.
Okay.
Then in Fillmore, by a dear friend, Reverend Murray Russell, he married us in front of the whole family who came from everywhere to see this wacko couple that couldn't get straight who they were.
And what name did you use that time?
Stephen Michael Ola.
Oh, okay, in your true name.
In my true name.
And she was married in her true name.
Yes.
How old are you at that time? You had to be older. Or your dad might have consented to an early marriage.
You know, I don't remember. I might have been 18, maybe.
I got married the first time very, very young also. I was only 20. I had just turned 20. 20 plus 15 days, and I got married for the first time. Obviously, it didn't work out, and that's a long story, which I've told you, and I'll mention it next time maybe. Because
my
it's a
marriage
long
actually
story.
lasted 34 years.
Do you know that Rita and I are going on our 33rd anniversary cruise next week? You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
we're going on a 1-week cruise next week for our 33rd anniversary.
Well, you better be safe on that boat, man.
Well, I'm
you
always
you
safe
need
on
to
a
be the
boat.
captain.
I don't think they'd allow that, but no, I'm gonna. We signed up for the luxury package, so we have unlimited alcohol. Not that I drink on a regular basis, because I don't. But
Just whenever you can.
yeah, this will probably be an everyday event of drinking, but only because we're on a cruise ship, and that's what a lot
Now,
of people do.
when I went on the cruise, I went on 2 cruises, but one of them was to Hawaii.
Oh, that's a cool
was
one.
a 10-dayer.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
The ocean was very rough. It was an elderly cruise, even though we were in our 40s, I think, maybe 50s.
You and Nina?
No, me and Claudia. This was after the
Claudia.
divorce.
Yeah.
Claudia said that she was going to treat me the way I should have been treated by my wife.
Ah, that was nice.
So she took me on a cruise immediately. She took me on a short one, which was up to Vancouver.
She wanted to make you feel like a real man.
She wanted to make me feel safe in the ocean.
Oh, that was good.
I'm not like him. He's an ocean baby. Every man for himself. If you're floating there in the ocean,
Were you seasick or
your
what?
shark bait. No, I don't like to be eaten.
Well, you're not going to get eaten on
I like to
cruise
eat on a
ship.
cruise. That's what they said about the Titanic.
Well,
That didn't work out well.
no, but that's
So you never know.
1914 is a long time ago. That's when the Titanic went down. What was it 1912, 1914, right in that area? Ships have come a long way since then.
Oh. So the second cruise was to Hawaii. That was 10 days. And it was interesting because it was an elderly cruise. We got cheap tickets and took the whole family, and we were the youngest people on the boat. Well, the ocean was so rough that all the old geezers got sick. So I had the buffets and I had the pools. I had everything to myself.
I know that feeling, believe it or not. I've had a similar experience.
And it was quite nice to have the whole ship to yourself.
Oh my God, it's wonderful.
And so I was down in the water in the pool, and the pool was like going from 2 feet to 8 feet to 2 feet, sloshing out the end, then sloshing out the other end. And I'm standing in the middle just loving it. And they're trying to get me out of the pool. And no. This is like a water park, man. Are you kidding me? And they're strapping down all the furniture, and the captain comes down, the Swedish gentleman, all in whites and looking all spiffy and creased, and he watches me for a little bit, and he says, "Excuse me, sir, you're from California, aren't you?" "Yeah, I am. Native Californian." And he said, "That's what I thought.
Why? What did you do to give it away?
You people are crazy. Californians are known to be a little bit
Off.
weird."
Yeah, well, we are.
So he had me pegged, and he let me stay in for another half hour. And then I retreated to the hot tubs on the back end of the boat. Wonderful cruise. Had a great time.
Well, I had a cruise on a very small ship. It was 285 feet. It was anchored off of the Galapagos Islands when I joined that cruise.
Wow.
285 feet. The ship was called the Bucanero, Buccaneer, whatever, but they called it the Bucanero in Ecuador. The Galapagos Islands are actually part of
Interesting.
Ecuador. So my best friend at the time, Carlos, and we did a 2-week trip together where we went to Ecuador, we went to Peru, went to Machu Picchu, we went to all kinds of wonderful places down in Peru and Ecuador.
All the places you hear about on TV.
Yeah, we did a 3-day cruise over at the Galapagos, and he and I were the only Americans on the ship. Everybody else was Ecuadorian. And we had the little scopolamine patches that we put behind our ear. They prevent seasickness. And this particular 285-foot ship was pitching and rolling, and the waves were so big. There were only 90 people, passengers. I mean,
wow, that's a small cruise.
Yeah. 90 people on the ship, other than the crew. The crew was probably like 40 or something. But anyway, 90 of us. They were all seasick except Carlos and I. So we had the entire buffet to ourselves. As we're eating, we could see people lining the railing. They were just throwing up their guts. And we were eating. We had a buffet for 90 for just the two of us.
Yep.
And it was wonderful.
That's a wonderful deal.
Oh, it was a great trip. It was a great trip. We spent 3 days going around the islands. We saw the blue-footed boobies. We saw the iguanas. We saw a place where sharks were swimming back and forth only 5 feet off of the sand.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't want to go in that water.
That makes it so you don't want to go like knee deep into the ocean.
No, but it was great. It was a wonderful trip. We had a blast, actually. Machu Picchu was amazing, too.
The ship I was on was Radiance of the Seas.
Ah, you remember the name.
It was their second cruise. And it was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think many others enjoyed it, but it was wonderful.
No, the cruising is great. Okay, do you have any parting words you want to impart to the to me?
Well, of course, I love you dearly.
I love you dearly
and
too.
I wish you the
We've
best,
become very good friends,
the
and
best
I'm happy
of
about
this
that.
next year. My year last year wasn't the greatest, and I'm hoping for a really good one.
Well,
And I wish everybody a wonderful new year, and God bless all of you.
yeah, we're gonna go make
and
music.
And us too.
I'm gonna play the drums, and he's gonna play the guitar.
One of these days, we're actually going to let you in on that.
Yeah, but we gotta get better.
Yeah, we got some work to do.
Okay, we are gonna sign off. It's been a pleasure. We're happy that you joined us. This has been the Steve and Alan Show, and we're going to do episode 3 before you know it.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody.